What is up, guys? Welcome to Diving Garage. In today's video, we're going to be talking about installing piston rings, how much ring gap for NA application, how much for boost, and how to do it. So in this video, I'm going to show you all that, talk about all that, and we got everything ready to go. Let's dive in. Now, finding the information for the ring gap you need really is not a mystery. Pick yourself up one of these guys. And the great thing about the C10 truck is that it came with all kinds of engines. And so what you can do is come over here, throw that out of the way, to the general engine overhaul procedures, and it has all of the specs that you need, all the different clearances, everything you might want to look for when rebuilding an engine. But for today, we're looking for the piston ring end gap. So if we look here at the piston ring end gap, let me get you a little closer. You can see for the top ring, we're looking for a 10 to 20 thou clearance, and for the second, 10 to 25. Oil control, minimum of 15, up to a maximum of 55. Now that's pretty dang big. Now you might say, Ben, I'm not working on a small block, big block, any of that. I got an LS, some sort of Ford, or whatever else. It's okay. Ring gap really is just math. So I'm gonna put up a chart on the screen here from Hastings. You wanna look for reliable ring gap information for this. And so all you gotta do is multiply the bore of your engine, which, let's say for example, for a 350 small block Chevy is 4 inches. And you multiply it by the factor that's shown on the chart here for the type of engine that you're building. And that's very important because we file fit these for NA, naturally aspirated, and this engine right here will never see boost, ever. So you can be safe and file fit them for that. But if you even think in the future you have a possibility of throwing some boost at your engine, at least gap them for the under 15 PSI range. Again, if we look at our chart here, we got a 4-inch bore, like I said, 350 small block Chevy. We can multiply that times whatever we're doing, and that'll give you the minimum gap we can use. Now, don't worry, if you gap your engine for the, I guess, mild or low boost application, and you actually never add the boost, it's okay. But we're here talking about rings and ring gap. If you want to alternate these as you're installing them, that's fine. But just remember, these things rotate, and at some point they're gonna line up, but then they'll keep going. It's not like they line up and stay there. So if you want to do that, make it feel good, that's fine. Honestly, I don't. One more thing while we're installing these, some of these rings have a top and a bottom. This one has a clear label that says top. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There's a clear label that says top right there. Make sure you follow that. They're designed to work a certain way, and you got to use them the way they're designed. And our top ring here does not have any markings, and it's the same shape all the way around. That's another way you can tell. Sometimes it might have a little divot, a little bump, a little slash, bevel. But if it's the same all the way around, that means it doesn't matter. There we go. 1 down, 8 to go. All right, so now comes the fun part, actual installation. So you're gonna need something to compress the pistons and some sort of rubber mallet. So I have this fixed compression cone here, and this is for a 4-inch bore. I'm curious if it'll work because I really like using these fixed ones. I don't have one for this bore. If not, I got another tool we can try out. So let's get to it. Oh, almost forgot. Make sure you got some assembly lube for all your bearings you'll be putting in, and then something to lubricate the cylinders and to put some initial lube on the pistons. You can use transmission fluid. You can probably use assembly lube, a little expensive, but you could. You can choose motor oil. Honestly, just anything is better than nothing. All right, I'm actually gonna use a little bit of this, a little bit of this light machine oil on the piston rings here. So just, like I said, something to get these things lubed up. And I'm gonna throw a little bit in the bore. Spread that around. It's good there. And like I said, I'm gonna try this 4-inch compression ring. I don't know if this is gonna work. If not, we'll try something else. But we shall see. So now let's get it in there. Like I said, a little dot goes to the front. And then we're gonna be gentle, get this lined up. And then I'm gonna go to the bottom and make sure I get the crankshaft rotated to where it's in a good position to accept the rod. Be right back. Okay, and for me, that's the very bottom of the stroke, the farthest away. So I can tap down on this. I don't have to worry about anything getting too crazy. And then I can kind of catch it. Just gonna give it some light taps here. Hopefully this works. I don't think it is. No, there's too much of a difference. That's okay. That's all right. I'll do my other one. It's not as easy, but it's okay. I got a bit of an old school ring compressor there. There it is. Okay, so once you make sure you're going in, the rings are going in where they're supposed to be, come down here, grab the end of it, and we're gonna kind of guide it into place here. We don't want it jamming against the crankshaft, and we want to be careful when we watch this thing. Just like that. Okay, now before I go too much farther, I'm gonna make sure I lubricate the bearing, the crankshaft, everything on the bottom, and then we'll be good to go, and we can do that 7 more times. All right, and that is one down. Hand tight's good for now. We're gonna get all these torqued down later on. And if you wanna be sure, just go ahead and give it a turn, see how it feels. Check for binding. Make sure you do this every rod. And also what you're doing is you're spreading out all that lubricant you just put on. Feels good, nice and smooth. Man, it feels good to have this engine starting to come back together. This thing's been apart for a while. It's been kind of sitting there looking at it. Feels nice. Feels nice. All right, I'm just playing with it at this point. Let's stop that and let's get to work. Just like that, folks, we got ourselves a short block. This thing is ready to go. Pistons and rods in, rod caps torqued, crankshaft was already in and already torqued. This thing is ready to freaking go, ready to keep building. We got plenty more to do, and if you want to see what's coming up next in this build, check out this video right here. Otherwise, guys, let me know if this video was helpful to you down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get out there and dive your next project. Catch you next time.